What's going on, everybody out there? It's your boy Mood616 here, and yes, I'm back with a brand new DVD Blu-ray 4K update for y'all. And this is going to be everything I picked up, I believe, since I think June 10th was my last update. If you watch that update, you know I had left out my Vinegar Syndrome package that came in. Just because that last update was pretty big, and I just didn't want to overdo it. So, of course, this one's got the June and July orders, so there's a lot of Vinegar Syndrome in here and partner label stuff. So, but among other things, I think it's a pretty decently huge update, because I feel like I haven't been buying a lot, but then we always do that. We always say that we're not buying a lot, and then all of a sudden it comes, oh, it's time to do an update, and it's like, holy shit, man, I really do need to do one. So without further ado, man, let's get right into it. Start with the... Actually, I've got two DVDs. I'll show one right now, and then I'll show one in this little kind of midway through. But yeah, so first up here from 1990 is Metamorphosis, the Alien Factor, which is widely regarded as like a unofficial sequel to The Deadly Spawn. This one's really fun, man. I've actually been waiting for this to come out on Blu-ray forever. I think it might have... I don't know, it might have a European Blu-ray. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think it does. Quote me if I'm wrong. Just somebody will correct me. But anyways, it just wasn't, and I came across it for like $5, and I was like, shit, man, I gotta pick it up, because I'd never seen it before, and this was a lot of fun, man. I had so much fun with this. It's one that doesn't really get mentioned a whole lot. I know people know about this. It's not like it's completely obscure or anything, but it just doesn't get mentioned a lot. But pretty fun creature feature and stuff like that. So, yeah. But, oh, losing my hat here. That's funny. But yeah, Metamorphosis, the Alien Factor, which is, yeah, not a sequel to the Alien Factor. Is it a Don Dohler film? Yeah, I don't know. It's confusing. But anyways, and there's another movie, Metamorphosis, I think they came out around the same time, the Italian one. Weird. Anyways, on to the 4Ks and Blu-rays and so on and so on. Start with the standard one here. The Monkey 4K film. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this, man. This was a really fun adaptation. I didn't really know what to expect from this, because Osgood Perkins doesn't really generally do movies like this. But I guess he does now. I don't know. But most of his stuff has been pretty serious, pretty dark and serious and stuff like that. And then he goes and does this, and it's just like totally out of left field. It totally has a totally different feel than anything you've seen Osgood Perkins style. But I think it really worked. I thought a lot of the kills and the gags and stuff like that were pretty fun. My biggest complaint for the movie actually is just kind of the reveal of what's going on with the brothers and stuff like that, and I just didn't really like that part of the story. I thought that was kind of stupid, and there's one really goofy line in the film too that just kind of really proves my point of why I don't really like the way where it goes. But overall, the whole film is actually quite fun, effects wise and kills, and like I said, it's legitimately pretty funny and stuff like that. So I had a good time with it. The Monkey, fun stuff. I saw it in the cinema too, actually. So, and I did rewatch the 4K. It looks great. But yeah, and I know I've actually talked to a few people that went and saw it in the cinema, and then they watched it again after the fact, and they said it went down for them. So, but for me, it kind of stayed the same. It didn't go up, it didn't go down. So, but I thought it might go down a little bit just rewatching like where the story goes. I'm just like, but it didn't. So yeah, The Monkey. Yeah, next up here is picked up the 4K of The Terminator, which I think actually, I haven't watched the 4K of this, but I did read up on it. I've heard it does look pretty good. It doesn't have a bunch of bullshit going on with it, so, which is a good thing. So, but this was really cheap. I think it was like $15 or something. It was just crazy cheap. So, yeah, but The Terminator, it's classic material. Do you consider The Terminator to be a horror film or a slasher film? I love this argument, man. It's great. Here's one I've been so excited since they announced this, and that is the Stuff 4K. I'm not one of those people that is like going out of my way to upgrade everything to 4K and stuff, unless it has some material on there that's worth it and stuff. It's a different edition and shit. But yeah, the Stuff actually has bonus. It has like 30 minutes of additional footage, and it's got a different score and stuff. So the movie's quite different, and I've heard from my man, Mr. Parker, he watched this version already, and he said it was really cool to see the extra footage, and it actually works really well in the film. He said the score is really cool. So I'm like, man, that's just exactly why I would upgrade something or even side grade if it's going to provide you with more material and things like that, and just a different type of thing. But this stuff is actually one of my favorite Larry Cohen films. Actually, when I met Larry Cohen, I got Q the Winged Serpent signed by him. I should have got the stuff because he was even selling these copies. Like, they were expensive. They were like $50 a piece. I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for one of those fucking things. That's crazy. But I love Q though. But the stuff is actually one of my favorite films by Larry Cohen. But yeah, really cool stuff. But yeah, and I heard it looks really good. So there's the classic artwork for the stuff. Yeah, I'm very excited to check this out very, very soon. All right, so a couple here from Raven Banner. It's a Canadian label. And we got Spare Parts here. So this is one I've actually been wanting to watch for a long time. I read the narrative. I read the synopsis on this, you know, a couple years back, I guess, when it came out. And I was like, oh, that sounds really fucking cool. And I never got around to checking it out. And I came across the Blu-ray, actually, you know, for relatively cheap. Actually, my buddy had it in the shop. And I was like, fuck, dude, I got to pick that up. And it's really fun, man. It's basically about this like punk metal band, girl band that gets pretty much abducted, and you know, they end up having to fight each other and fight other people and stuff like that. They essentially take their limbs off and replace their limbs with weapons and spare parts, and it's like a fucking, yeah, they just put them into this like pit and they go at it and shit. It's pretty awesome. I had a lot of fun with this, man. Music was cool. The characters were awesome. A lot of really good kills and shit. It's pretty gory and stuff. And yeah, it was fun, man. Really, really fun. So highly recommend Spare Parts. It's pretty cool, man. Another one here from Raven Banner. I just got in. I've been actually after this one for a while. When did this come out? A couple years ago, I think. It says 2022. I think it was maybe 23 when it probably got released. But yeah, so Crabs, I've been hearing this is actually pretty fun. I think this is one I might actually review during the 31 Days of Horror this year. Just seems like a perfect one to kind of do. I'm assuming that it's not serious. Yeah, it says, in the Zombeaver, it's the Zombeavers meets Godzilla hybrid you have always craved in the creature feature comedy horror of the year. Zombeavers meets Godzilla? Oh, fuck. All right, that's crazy. But anyways, I couldn't pass up on a film called Crabs. That's amazing. So, oh yeah, I guess it kind of has the whole thing going on there. That's pretty funny. So yeah, so I got a couple here from Black Fawn Distribution. It's another Canadian label, and I know Arrow put this out, but I knew that Black Fawn was putting this out, so I wanted to support my boys. I've actually met the guys that run the label, and that's the last video store. And I never got to see this one when it came out. What was it, last year or the year before? And I actually saw this even make people's top 10 lists and stuff, and I was like, shit, man, I had no access to it. It's so weird how these like Canadian films never get released in Canada until like way after. It's so weird. They always get like their releases either in the States or overseas or whatever. It's just the weirdest shit. But this is one I didn't get to see because like I said, I knew that they were putting it out, and I just couldn't find it streaming anywhere. And I know Arrow would put the Blu-ray out and stuff, and I probably could have got it that way. But like I said, I wanted to pick up this one, support Black Fawn, which they did a really good job with this release. But it's essentially a movie that takes place all in like a video store and shit like that. I'm not going to really give anything away about it, but it's really fucking cool, man. It's really cool about this person that brings back her father's videotapes and shit, and then shit just goes fucking crazy. It's pretty cool, man. So they have like all these kind of fictitious like films within the film, and they kind of play a part in like how things develop and shit like that. And you got like Beaver Lake Massacre, and these are really nice, like kind of rubbery cards and shit. They're awesome. Jackson is Fury of the Viper, which plays into the movie. Actually, all these do. And then we got Prey Stalker. So all these movies within the movie actually take place and have characters. It's pretty fucking awesome. But yeah, really, really nice release from Black Fawn. They do a really good job with all these kind of cards and shit like that and stuff. So, but really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. It's low budget, but if you like, you know, homage is just a film. Like, this is a filmmaker that loves the genre films and stuff, and how it's just so much fun. Yeah, really, really good stuff. But yeah, the last video store. And then we got the Sacrifice game. I think one of Vinegar Syndrome's partner labels actually put this out too. But again, I knew Black Fawn was putting this out, so I waited for it. It's actually a Christmas. It takes place on Christmas. I watched it when it came out, and I can't quite remember all the details for it, but I did watch it. the Blackville School for Girls, 1971, is bad enough that students Samantha and Claire can't go home for the holidays, but things take a deadly turn when a murderous gang of cult killers arrive on their doorstep just in time for Christmas. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I remember this one. This was actually pretty fun. I really enjoyed this one, but it's got a pretty decent Christmas vibe to it and shit like that. But yeah, that's another one that can go into the Christmas horror collection here. So another nice release from Black Fawn. I think there's stuff in there too. Yeah, they do these really nice art cards and shit. They're really nice, man. Really, really nice. So I got some stills from the movie. There's a bunch there. Reversible arts and shit. These little slip covers, kind of retro slip covers and shit. But yeah, that's how you do slip covers. You make them different. And then of course, picked up another Astonishing Tales of Terror. This one's Night Cries. You see that cover right there? It makes it look like it's all fantasy and shit like that. I still haven't watched it. It might even be kind of. I know that they're horror related too, though. But then you see this art and you're like, that looks like a fucking Western. It's crazy. Yeah, so I don't really know much about this one. Yeah, so anyways. Astonishing Tales of Terror. There's like 3 of these now, I think. So I'm assuming that they're anthologies too. Alright, so I got a couple here from Warner Brothers Archive Collection. Picked up Wait Until Dark. I had actually never seen this film before. Always knew about it. Always wanted to check it out. And I'd heard really, really good things about this with Audrey Hepburn, Alan Arkin, Richard Cena. Directed by Terrence Young. But man, I tell you though, the performances in this movie are really good, man. It's basically about Audrey Hepburn's character. She's blind, and there's this whole plot to get back this kind of doll that has something in it. And just the writing in this movie is fantastic. The tension's really good. So many characters, but like there's just so much going on in this one. It's really fucking good, man. Really, really good stuff. This is like a bona fide 10 out of 10, man. Really great film. But Wait Until Dark, awesome stuff. Never seen it. Good stuff. Really good stuff. And then of course I had to pick up or upgrade Cleopatra Jones. Huge blaxploitation fan here, as you guys probably know, because you're probably not watching my videos for the first time. But yeah, really great film. Heard the transfer is really good on this, but just felt like it was time to upgrade that one. That was a really cheap Blu-ray too. Really, really cheap. So I got a couple here from Mondo Macabro, and we got I can't even pronounce this. What is it? Tokiwa Gawa. I don't know how to fucking pronounce this. I just got them in the mail today, so they're actually still sealed. I got these in today, and I was like, fuck, I need to do my update, man. I actually got time. I was off work early today, so I'm like, shit, yeah, might as well put this out. It's the beginning of August, so yeah, this one looks pretty cool. 1972. But you know what? When it comes to Mondo, I some of the films I've never heard of, I take chances on them because they always put out shit that I very rarely ever watch a Mondo and be like, that shit. And I have a ton of them. So this one looks pretty cool, man. Yeah, it's the era in Japan. It's the Tokugawa. I'm sorry, I'm done trying to pronounce that shit, man. But then I picked up the standard edition of Cafe Flesh. Been after this one forever. I just didn't really need to spend like the $50 on the 4K, so I'll just wait and get this one for 20. Yeah, from 1982. Yeah, I can't wait to see this. I've been wanting to see this for years, and finally can actually fucking watch Cafe Flesh. And then here's another one I can't pronounce, but that's Bush. I'm not gonna pronounce it. That's the movie right there. Code of the Forgotten 8. Yeah, another one, 1972 Japan. I've heard really good things about this one, man. Really, really good things. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. Got a couple raros here. This one right here I didn't pick up on the Kino sale. I'd actually picked this one up a couple months, or I guess about a month and a half, maybe 2 months ago when it came out. I don't even know. So maybe just after I did my last update, I picked this one up. But it's a Fernando de Leo film that I'd never seen. So I was confused by that because I'd seen like pretty much everything by Fernando de Leo. And it's got Ursula Andress in it, so that's pretty fucking cool. She was the one-time Bond girl. Played in a lot of Italian films, actually. But yeah, this one looks pretty cool, man. I mean, if you've seen anything Fernando de Leo, you know what to expect. High-octane Italian crime films, man. So that's pretty cool. So this next lot here is all I picked up on the Kino sale. I didn't go crazy this year. I usually do an order every summer. I think last year I did like, fuck, I must have picked up like 25 or 30 titles. But this year I couldn't find a whole lot, but I basically made the order for like for one specific title because I knew it was out of print and they had it on there for $10. I was like, that's crazy. So a couple of rares here. I picked up the new Godfathers. This one I just picked up on a whim. Again, big Italian crime fan, so never heard of this one actually, but it looks pretty damn cool. Again, $10, not going to pass it up. Then we got Magnum Cop here with Estelivio Masi in it. Yeah, so I mean that's pretty cool. I think who else is in this one? Yeah, Joan Collins is in this movie also too. So that's pretty interesting that Joan Collins is in this movie. But yeah, Magnum Cop. So this is actually why I did the order. Wanted to grab the Time Travelers out of print Scorpion DVD or Blu-ray from 1964. So we have 1964 as our one of our retro years, and I never grabbed this one, and I like noticed the prices were crazy on it. I was like searching on the Kino sale. I was like, holy shit, they have this on here for $10. I'm like, that's crazy. I've never seen this one, so I'm looking forward to checking it out once I start prepping for the 64 show. So yeah, Time Travelers looks pretty cool. And then I had to upgrade the Barbarians, man. It was on there for $10. Another Scorpion Blu-ray. Dude, this movie's so amazing. I love the Barbarians. It's awesome. Look at those dudes. Like, that's just ridiculous. Super fun. Ruggero Deodato film, just kind of out of left field. When did he do this one? 87, later 80s when he did this one. Yeah, it's pretty wild. So, it's a riot. It's stupid fun. Then I grabbed Masquerade. Erotic thriller from 1988. I haven't seen this one in years, and it's funny actually because I picked this one up and then I watched We Kill for Love, the erotic thriller documentary, which is really good, man. It's good, like 3 hours. It just rips by when you watch it, man. There's a lot of movies in that I'd never even heard of. I didn't realize there were so many erotic thrillers that were done in like the later 80s and early 90s and shit. Is crazy. But it covers like from the early 80s all the way to like 2000s and stuff. But this was actually in there, and I was like, oh yeah, so that's kind of crazy. But because I just picked it up. But yeah, Rob Lowe, Meg Tilly, Kim Cattrall, cool cast. I saw it years ago, can't quite remember it. But then I finally grabbed Avenging Force with Michael Dudikoff. This movie's awesome, man. I've always been a big fan of this shit, man. It's so good. Yeah, anything with Michael Dudikoff, fun stuff. $10. Then we got Eli Wallach in Ace High, one I've been after for a long time actually, with Terrence Hill, Bud Spencer's in this, man. Never seen it, but I love me some spaghetti westerns. I'm assuming this is probably going to be more on the comedic side, considering Terrence Hill and Bud Spencer in it, but I don't know. We'll see. And something I just never owned on, I know this is actually on 4K now, but I don't really care. This was $10. I still own the 25th anniversary DVD of this, the one with that like clear slip on there and stuff. It's actually a really cool edition. But yeah, so Cujo was on there for like $10. I think the 4K was like maybe $5 more, but I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. Yeah, so Cujo, classic stuff here. It's been forever since I've seen Cujo. Like, I haven't seen this in so many years. Good old D. Wallace, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. So that's it for that. Yeah, so I got a few just kind of animated stuff here. Picked up Ralph Bashki's Wizards, who of course did like Fritz the Cat and Fire and Ice, did the Lord of the Rings animated film, among films. He did so many really good ones. But yeah, I'd never actually seen Wizards before until this watch, and it's one I've been wanting to check out for years. And it's awesome, man. It's really fun. There's this one really funny part where this dude, he calls this chick like, he's like, you slut, in the way he says it, man. I had to rewind it because I was laughing so hard. It was just hilarious. But yeah, really good stuff here. Yeah, Wizards. Then I also picked up one of his other films called Heavy Traffic, which I've actually never seen this one. This one's still sealed. But yeah, I've never seen this one, so I'm looking forward to checking that out too. He also did Cool World in, later on in his career and stuff like that. But yeah, he's done so many good ones, man. And I picked up season 4, season 5, season 6, and season 7 of Rick and Morty because I'm a really big fan of this show. Yeah, I'd left them sealed because I'm just not there yet. Like I'm just about at the end of, or onto season 4. But yeah, really, really fun, clever show, man. If you're a fan, if you're like a hardcore film fan, you get a lot of the references in there. It's actually pretty cool and clever how they do it. So, but yeah, Rick and Morty, good stuff. Let's get into the Vinegar Syndrome partner label stuff here that I picked up in the last couple months. and then we'll do the Vinegar Syndrome shit here. So yeah, first up here from, what is it, like a new label? It's like something Super 8. It says K Super 8. So anyways, this one sold out super fast. Like I couldn't believe it, man. Like I went on the website like pretty much when everything went live. I just added this to my cart and checked out and stuff, and then I swear like an hour later someone messaged me and they're like, man, that shit already sold out. I was like, what the fuck? It's crazy, dude. But that's Anita Swedish Nymphet with Christina Lindberg. Yeah, pretty awesome stuff here. Oh, boobies. Shit, probably can't even show half this, can I? Oh well, whatever. If you're watching this, you're not complaining about boobies. But the fine folks over at YouTube might catch that. I'm sure I'm going to get flagged for my intro again anyways. I got flagged again. That's why I stopped using, because I was just causing so much controversy. But fuck it, I'm bringing it back. Yeah. So looking forward to checking this out, man. I think it's like, I don't know if it's like a full-out roughie, but I think it seems like there's definitely heavy on the sex and sexploitation kind of thing. So, but I've heard it's really good. So I'm really looking forward to checking this out. I've seen a bunch of Christina Lindberg films, but yeah, this one is from the early 70s anyways. I can't remember, but yeah, anyways. That one right there. Kind of a brand new film from Yellow Veil Pictures, and that is They Call Her Death. I think it officially came out last year, but I think it's, or maybe, I think it screened last year, but it's like a 2025 film, They Call Her Death. Obviously, it's a throwback type film. It's a revenge film. It's not a rape revenge film, but it is a revenge film. I mean, look at that artwork. It's so awesome. I actually have seen this. I haven't watched this Blu-ray yet. I actually watched it before I got this, and I thought it was really good. It's really good. It's like a love letter to, you know, revenge and exploitation films from back in the day and stuff like that. And, you know, it's got that whole grindhouse look and feel to it and shit like that. It's low budget, but I think that what they were trying to accomplish with this, and they did a pretty good job with it, you know, considering the budget that they had for this. But I thought it was really good. It's, I think I've been hearing mostly good things about it. I don't know. I really liked it though, but yeah, so I had to pick it up. They Call Her Death. I think I'll be talking about this one on the next Sinbin show, one of my reviews. And one I was really actually kind of excited to get, because I haven't really been digging the IFC line, the partner line, label line that's it's on the Vinegar Syndrome site. The IFC, I've been putting up a lot of stuff I didn't really care about, but I really love this movie. This is the original We Are What We Are from 2010. And yeah, I was happy to oblige and finally upgrade this. I never had it on Blu-ray, I just had the old IFC DVD. So, but yeah, this is a really good film from 2010. If you've never seen it, highly recommend this. Yeah, it's got some fucked up shit going on in that one. Yeah, that was from IFC, and then we got one from V8 Shitfest here, and that is The Killing Tide. It's a film from, it's like an action film from 1997, I think it officially came out in. And it's super low budget. I can't remember if this was shot video or Super 8. It's one of the two. I can't even remember now. I thought it was really fun though, man. It's very ambitious. It's very, very ambitious. It's a lot bigger than you think it would be. There's a lot of different locations and deaths and just crazy shit that's going on in here and stuff. And it's really fun, man. I had a blast with this. Like, if you like low budget action exploitation type films and shit, this is really fun. It was kind of a shock because I didn't really know what to expect from this. But again, V8 Shitfest has put out so much good stuff that I've been digging, man. Like, they haven't dropped anything that was shitty, man. That's why I like some of my favorite partner labels that are associated with Vinegar Syndrome. So, but yeah, Killing Tide, awesome stuff, man. Really good stuff. Then we got one here from Bleeding Skull, and this is Siraj Alien Hitchhiker. I don't know anything about this shit, man. This one just looks super, super fucking bizarre. I haven't even opened this one yet. From Bleeding Skull, but again, Bleeding Skull has been putting out so much good stuff. Like, I've been checking out pretty much all their films that they've been dropping, and nothing is really disappointed. So this one looks really bizarre. It says it's from 1996, so another kind of mid-90s. It says Paul was a skeptic about life on other planets until late one night driving on an abandoned desert road. He encounters Surah, the alien hitchhiker. Surah, I'm probably saying that wrong, aren't I? Probably. Complex being who has crash landed from another world. Paul gives a new understanding of what life on Earth means the two unite emotionally and spiritually in an alien-human encounter of love. What the fuck? Paul races against time to return Sarah to his interdimensional portal before secret government agents succeed in destroying them both. Okay, it's an alien love story with government agents chasing them down and shit. And okay, I'm in. I'm sold. I didn't read it, but yeah, so that's good. That sounds pretty cool. Then I got the latest 3 from Saturn's Core, which is like one of my favorite labels, man. They're always putting out really good stuff for the most part. This one I had never even heard of at all. You Are Alone. I think this might actually be a newer film. It's like from the 2000s, I think, something like that. It's one thing I don't like about these releases, that they don't have the dates specifically on them. But yeah, I think it's around like 2005, 6 or something like that. So. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Most of their films are like 80s and 90s and shit, so it's kind of a newer one for them. Then we got David the Rock Nelson Collection Volume 2. I still actually need to watch the first one. I heard that these are just like ridiculous shit. Yeah, it's like a collection of stuff that he's done over the years, like from the early 90s up until like the later 90s and stuff like that. So, but yeah, shot on video stuff. Yeah. And then we've got Twisted Issues. This one looked really interesting. Twisted Issues, a psychopunk splatter comedy. Very interesting. So, shot on video. Look at that. I mean, how fucking... This has got to be straight 90s. It's got to be straight 90s. Oh, yeah, man. Like, look at the stills on that thing. 80 minutes of punk rock. Sign me up, man. I'm down for that. All right, so here's one from CIP, Canadian International Pictures. So I think this one actually, yeah, this is one of their older titles, but I just never grabbed it. And it sounded really interesting. I really wanted to check this one. I just never grabbed it. I think I grabbed it on a sale or whatever. And that is Gina. Basically, she's like a dancer. She's like traveling around. She's kind of a semi-famous kind of dancer and stuff like that. Anyways, she ends up in this, I think she's somewhere in Quebec, somewhere or something like that, and she's dancing along. Oh my god, dude. Okay, so this is like a really weird structured film. So for like the first like almost 2/3 of the film, there's like, you're just waiting for, if you read the synopsis, for something to happen, because there's so much that's going on that has like nothing to do with the narrative. It's so fucking weird. Basically, this movie comes down to like 20 minutes at the end of like this one little chase scene. It's really crazy. It's really fucked up. It's like, yeah, I don't even really know how to explain this one, because what you're watching for, like, I'm just watching this film going, what the fuck? Like, when are they actually gonna get to something? It was so strange. Yeah, so it's like, basically she's in this town doing her thing, dancing, and she comes across like these filmmakers. Anyways, they're like investigating this, like, I think this this mill or this shop or whatever it is, and they want to do like a documentary on it and stuff like that. Anyways, the owners of this place, they like shut them down and shit like that, and like, no, you guys can't fucking film any of this stuff, right? Typical Canadian bullshit. And anyways, there's, on the flip side of that, there's like these skidoo gang dudes that are rolling around. They're like kind of like, they're almost like off mafia dudes and shit. Is kind of weird, but they're staying in like this abandoned ship and stuff. Anyways, one thing leads to another. Something happens with them and her, use your imagination, and then, but which like takes like almost an hour into the film, like nothing is really happening. It's kind of crazy, and then you get this kind of all right scene like towards the end of the film. It's, oh man, this one was so frustrating because like it had such a good setup to it, and then there's literally a scene in this film where she's playing pool with these skidoo gang members, and they show the whole fucking pool match, the whole fucking thing. They show when they break the balls and they shoot every ball down. I'm just like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. I like, name me another movie where you've seen an entire game of pool displayed. I don't even think there's any cuts. I think it's a static shot of this game, from what I remember, and it's just them taking shots, shoot, and like they film the whole thing and just put the whole thing in the movie. What the fuck? It was crazy. I was so disappointed with this. I was like, oh my god, it just sounded so good, and then it like doesn't, like, I don't even want to say it, but the scene involving her and the Ski-Doo gang members is so fucked up too, like in a weird way. I don't know, man. That one was disappointing as shit. But anyways, moving on to some AGFA stuff here. We got Danger Stories, which I love watching these things, man. It's like a compilation of like, yeah. So prepare to learn everything you've ever wanted to know about Senate flames, rebellious bicycles, and workplace dismemberment. The Scare Films Archive Volume 2 Danger Stories collects the best of the best educational safety scare films from the 20th century. I love watching. I know, I'm so weird, but this is like kind of falls into the weird category of like watching, you know, trailer comps and like that last compilation that they put out with like all that hidden weird shit and stuff was so entertaining. It was crazy entertaining, but this is the type of shit, man. You get some people together, have some beers, throw in the background, and just kind of laugh at the shit. It's pretty funny, man. But it's so weird to get these, but they're absolutely so much fun. They're hilarious. It's not like you're going to sit down with your wife on a Saturday night and throw in Danger Stories, be super stupid, but you got to pick the right moments for them. Then we got Scarecrow in a Garden of Cucumbers. Sounds like a porno. Yeah, this one just sounds really, really odd. This is a long-lost comedy musical that has been lovingly restored by... Okay. So yeah, it's like this weird offbeat, like kind of musical... Weird... I don't even know how to explain this one. It's so fucking weird. This thing sold out like crazy quick too. It's insane. Then we got Teenage Gang Debs. I think this is obviously from the 60s. 66. I'm a really big fan of these type of like low budget, like 60s, like kind of gang offbeat, like New York kind of ridden films and stuff. I don't know what it is about these, but they're always fascinating to me. So I saw this and I was like, I gotta pick this up. But yeah, interesting. Just looks really fucking weird. All right, get into the actual Vinegar Syndrome stuff here. Actually, we'll start with one of their sub-labels, which is the Geyser Video. And that is a Blu-ray release of 5 Dead on the Crimson Canvas. Wow, dude, I forgot that I even owned this on DVD. It's so crazy. It's like a Neo Giallo. It was done in like 1996, I want to say. 95, 96. Yeah, it says 96 on here. It's very low budget, very low budget. I've only ever seen it once. I don't quite remember. I think I remember liking it and stuff. But then when this was one of the announcements for the Geyser, I was like, holy shit, that is crazy wild. I guess the DVD's been out of print forever, but I just happened to have it. But 5 Dead on the Crimson Canvas, yeah, it's a neo-noir. I mean, a neo-giallo, not neo-noir, neo-giallo. You don't really say neo-giallo very often. That's why neo-noir is more common. But yeah, from the 90s, 96, and it is a loving homage to films of Dario Argento, Mario Bava, Microfa, producer, I want to say, I can't remember if this is American. I think it is, actually. Actually, might even be. But yeah, I'm going to have to revisit this one. I'm going to be watching it for the next show anyways, because the homeboy Tony is going to be reviewing this one. So yeah, I'll get to rewatch that one. Then we got the Nick Millard Action Collection. Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome, man. Dude, I really enjoyed watching his made-for-TV, shot-on-video, like, TV pilots. And they were, like, super fun. So, like, I'm really looking forward to checking out his action films now, man. Because Nick Millard, you know, he's known for doing horror films and stuff like that. But low-budget horror films. But he did a bunch of action films. And they're all what he does. They're all about an hour long, right? So you could probably rip off all these in no time. Yeah, 68, 58, 55, 71, 66. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to these because after watching those trailers and I've seen all those horror films and shit. Oh, I'm really looking forward to these, man. They're going to be awesome. So, and I don't know if all of them are shot on video because I'm assuming that he did some in the 70s too. Like 77 can't be video. And 78, maybe even 80, 81. 85. So I'm thinking shotguns probably. But yeah, I'm thinking some of these probably aren't video. But yeah, Nick Millard. Pretty cool stuff. That was an awesome release. This is actually one of my favorites, man. Iron Angels trilogy. So I'd never seen any of these films before. I actually watched all 3 of these because they were so much damn fun. Like some of the action sequences, like the storylines, they're just goofy, but like, man, the action was so much fun in this, man. Really, really good stuff. And some, you know, it's that typical kind of Hong Kong, like it mixes in goofy humor and stuff, but it's not too goofy. But I had a lot of fun with these, man. The cast pretty much doesn't change through the first two movies. And the third one, there's a different girl in there, which was kind of a shame because the one chick, this one right here, she was in the first 2. And she was really cool, man. I thought she was really awesome, but she was not in the third one. But yeah, they're all very much on par with each other. Pretty cool stuff. But highly recommend this if you like action, fucking kung fu shit, man. It's awesome. Iron Angels. And then... I don't know, man. I was like taken back by this release too. This is what happens when you get the packages, but you get the William freaking Jade. I had never actually seen the director's cut of this film. Yeah, so there's the 95-minute theatrical, and then how long is the other version of this? The 95. Or maybe it is the theatrical. But yeah, anyways, the version that's on here, I'd never actually seen before. And, yeah, okay, so I'd seen the theatrical, 95-minute theatrical, and then the director's cut is 107 minutes. So there's actually 12 more minutes in this. And it's actually better. Like, the director's cut actually adds things into it and explains a couple things that, if you'd seen this theatrical version before, were kind of confusing. So... I mean, it's still not overly a great film. I mean, William Friedkin's done so many fucking classic movies. I mean, you know, this is 90s shit that, you know, he kind of... The script is a little bit wonky at times and stuff like that. Some of the action sequences are pretty cool. But overall, man, it's like... It just, like, once you're finished watching it, you're like, man, that movie could have been so much better. It's weird. But I think David Caruso is pretty cool in the film. I'm a huge Linda Florentino fan. I think she's fucking amazing. She's definitely really good. Richard Senior's in this film too. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's better than the theatrical. Does it make it great? Not particularly, but it's still kind of solid for what it is. It's better than I remembered it to be. So, but yeah, Jade. One from last year that I didn't get around to. I picked this up on one of the sales, and that's Divinity. I picked this up because I've heard actually really good things, and also my man DJ Muggs, of course, the producer, hip-hop producer, did the score for this movie, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so heard good things about Divinity. Looking forward to checking that out. This one, still I'm shaking my head about because I just can't even believe. But I guess that's the way this VSU line is going. They're just putting out films like this. I don't know. I just don't know. But that is The Golden Child, Eddie Murphy film. I still can't even wrap my head around this being released. It's just so freaking weird to me. It's so weird to me. They did actually send the replacement disc for it also, which is cool. But yeah, so I like The Golden Child. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm not opposed to it, but do we need an edition like this? No. Great film. Let's Scare Jessica to Death. I was a little bit disappointed in this release because, I mean, I did have the screen factor. I wasn't really needing like a huge like 4K release of this, but you know, I'm not going to complain about it. It is what it is. But still haven't actually opened this. But I mean, I've seen it multiple times. Good film, and I'm sure it looks great. But yeah, Let's Scare Jessica to Death from 70. I can't remember what year it came out. 70-something. Yeah, another one that I was kind of disappointed. Like, actually, so that whole like halfway to Black Friday thing, man, was kind of disappointing in terms of like a lot of the films I just felt like were kind of just upgrades and kind of side grades and things like that. And I was just like, I didn't really care. Again, I already had this on Blu-ray, but yeah, The Dark Half, Stephen King's The Dark Half, Romero film. Yeah, I'm like, I don't really need this on 4K to be honest, but But cool artwork on this, though. I thought this is pretty cool. So, and then this one actually made me laugh out loud. I was like, this is the craziest thing ever. And that is Mac and Me. I actually really like this movie. Again, you know, this is where their VSU lines are going. This is what they're doing. They're putting out these popular to like popular cult films, so, you know, they can recoup on all the other releases that they don't make any money on, I guess. But it sold well. I think it really did sell well. But I actually really like this. Like I said, I'm not like the hugest E.T. fan, so when this came out like the later 80s, I was like, shit, dude, this movie is funny as hell. Yeah, we all know what part I'm talking about, man. That fucking wheelchair part is so damn funny. All right, last few here. These two right here, I'm gonna keep sealed because I'm getting rid of them. I actually don't want these because I actually one of these I already own. I have the Fun City Editions Blu-ray this already, and I was like, really? So they're gonna put this out again? Like, well, Fun City is a different company, but yeah. So on the Cinematographe album or the Cinematographe sub-label Vinegar Syndrome, and that is Breathless. I just realized my number, 182 out of 5,000. I don't even like this movie. I actually don't even like this. So I'm sure somebody will be willing to pick this up. But yeah, I'm definitely getting rid of this. Not a fucking fan. And this one I just have no interest in even watching. So again, something I'll probably get rid of. Limited to 3,318. And that's Swimming to Cambodia. It just seems like something, like I haven't really liked anything on this line. So I'm pretty much getting rid of like everything on the Cinematographe line. I'm not interested in anything, and like a couple of the ones I have watched, like they were okay, but it's a line I just don't understand why these movies are getting these type of editions and shit, and it's fucking boring to me. So yeah, that one's going too. But okay, a couple box sets here to end the update here. One from Intervision. I think this might be Severin's first box set they've done done on their sub-label, which is still Severin, Intervision, and that is the complete Cliff Temlo collection. Dude, I have actually heard of quite a few of this guy's movies. I've never seen one of them. In fact, I don't know if a lot of people have actually seen his movies before. Pretty cool that they put, like, this is one thing that Severin does, man. They put out the coolest box sets for like the most low-budget filmmakers ever, like Andy Milligan, and oh my god, it just goes on and on. It's crazy, but pretty cool, man. Looks like a tape here. The complete Cliff Temlo collection. Manchurian Man. Oh fuck. What else do we got here, man? Tuxedo Warrior. Holy fuck, these things are so awesome. But yeah, anyways. GBH, Grievous Bodily Harm. That is actually one of the ones I've actually heard of, which is where the cover of it comes from. I think that one's actually a little bit infamous. And then we got Ibzia Connection or Target. I don't even know all the fucking movies on here. The African Run, Moonstalker. Oh, it's right, yeah. Okay, so I actually have seen Moonstalker before. So I lied. I have seen one of his movies. Then we got The Hitman, Eye of Satan. So Firestar. It's pretty cool artwork in here, actually. I'm actually just looking through this for the first time. Tokyo Sunrise. GBH 2, Beyond Vengeance. Oh my god, there's a sequel to that shit. This is fucking amazing. And we have a lot of titties and nudity here, so I can't... Holy shit, it's like... It looks like I just flipped to the back of a porno. Fitness Over 40. Oh my god. The Art of Nude Massage. This is fucking awesome, man. Yeah, this is ridiculous, man. Oh, dude, it's so funny. But yeah, if anyone else picked this up, let me know, man, because I'm probably gonna do definitely one of these in the 31 Days of Horror too. I'll probably do GBH because I know that's a horror film. Some of his other films, he kind of dwelled in like a whole pile of different genres. Obviously, he did like action and horror and even smut, apparently. So yeah, over 13 hours of special features, fucking ridiculous. But pretty cool. It actually was pretty, like, it wasn't even that expensive. I was surprised at that. For the price, for how many films and how much footage or how much stuff you get on that, it's a pretty good price. And last up for the update here, we've got the Shaw Brothers Volume 7, Shaw Brothers Classics. Actually just came in the mail today. It's kind of funny, man. We were just talking about Shaw Brothers this morning before work. I was sitting there talking with the boys in the chat, and my shit showed up today. It's kind of cool. So we've got Heroes Shed No Tears. It's on its own disc. The Proud Twins, A Deadly Secret. I really like these box sets, man. Shell and Handlock, and Swordsman and Enchantress. Interesting. Heaven's Sword and Dragon Saber. Heaven's Sword and Dragon Saber Part Dukes. That's cool. The Shadow Boxer and the Spiritual Boxer. It's so crazy how many Shaw Brothers movies have very similar titles. It's fucking wild, man. And then we got The Emperor's Tomb Raiders and Legend of the Bat. Oh yeah, man. So that's 7 volumes, another 11 films, man. Like, honestly, Shout's kind of killing it with this because they've lost everyone's interest in putting out, like, Scream Factory, man. They don't put out shit anymore. That company is lazy and shitty, and oh my god, they're so bad now. All they do is just keep recycling the same shit and just doing the stupidest lame shit, man. It's so bad. But at least Shout, you know, is concentrated on doing some other things. Kind of cool. It's the same company, but anyways, that's it for the update. Wow, I was like, I'm gonna try and keep this under an hour, and it looks like it's about the same length as last time, so that's pretty cool. I guess that's what happens when you haven't actually watched a lot of the stuff recently. But I've been prepping for 92. I've been watching a lot of 92 movies and some 25 films and stuff like that. So, and of course, you know, Simbin shit and stuff. Like, just been watching a lot of older stuff. I haven't been watching a ton of the stuff I've been getting in, even though I have been watching some of the stuff. But yeah, anyways, let me know what you thought of the update. Of course, I'll be back probably. I'll be doing an update probably the end of September again. I'll probably do another one in 2 months before I go to Wasteland, because then I'll do a Wasteland haul too, because I don't want to put that with my regular one. So yeah, heading to Wasteland beginning of October. Actually, the Friday night is actually my birthday. It's my 45th birthday, so that's kind of fucking cool. So I'll have an update for then, and that'll be into 31 Days of Horror also. So I'm gonna have to probably start thinking about which films I'm gonna do, get my playlist all set up and shit like that, and because I'm gonna have to start recording early again, which I don't like to do. I like to do them, but again, I'm going to be out of town for a week. So, in fact, I'm going to be out of town for more than a week. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get on that shit. But anyways, I'm just blabbling on here. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought of the update and stuff like that. Some of these weird Vinegar Syndrome releases, let me know your thoughts on those. Yeah, just, I don't know. I was not impressed with that halfway to Black Friday reveals and stuff. That was pretty much a letdown. So that's why I like the sub-labeled stuff, man. They're always putting out good stuff. Saturn's Core, VHS Shitfest, Agfa, always on point. So anyways, I digress. I'm out of here, man. I'll check you guys in the next video. And as usual,